good evening, everybody. How are you doing on this wonderful Thursday evening? I am your girl, Kai Smith, also known as your hair loss advocate. I'm the founder of the American Academy of Hair and Scalp Diseases, where we certify beauty pros to be trichologists. Now, tonight, we got something explosive for y'all. Kind of like this jacket I got on tonight. Y'all feeling this jacket I got on tonight? Because I am. I think it's kind of fly. But anyway, I am bringing to you someone who is bad. When I mean bad, I mean bad. I want y'all to meet Miss Marsha Mayfield, a highly skilled accountant and strategist with a deep passion for empowering business owners to achieve financial success. As a valued member of the renowned financial services firm, Financial Services Plus, Marsha brings a wealth of expertise in taxation and business strategies. With an unwavering commitment to helping clients maximize their earning potential and minimize tax liabilities, Marsha has become a trusted advisor for both individuals and business owners. By leveraging their comprehensive understanding of tax codes, industry trends, and financial regulations, Marsha formulates innovative and tailored solutions that enable businesses to thrive. Now, I'm bringing her to you guys because we all want our businesses to thrive, right? As beautypreneurs, sometimes we don't put business first. We got this craft, we just get behind a chair, we just get to turn in the chair. Then we find ourselves drowning in a business that we started because we love. But the passion is not enough to build an empire. So I thought it would be wise to bring someone on like Marsha to support us with building wealth instead of chasing money. So I want to invite you, come here for a minute and check out this clip.
Hello, my name is Marsha Mayfield, and I am the CEO of Financial Services Plus, and I want to personally invite you to the event hosted by Kai, the ID, and I am so excited to be a part of the event. I had an opportunity to attend one of her classes, and it was mind-blowing. Just sitting in the class, I saw so many ways that Kai was helping her students understand how they could add an additional six figures to their income. So hearing that, guys, if you know anything about what I do, I don't help you just make multiple six figures. I help you to bank six figures. So coming to the class, listening to Kai, learning how to add that additional income, and me teaching you how to keep that income in your business, it's going to be game changer, guys. So if you haven't already booked your ticket, I encourage you to click the link below and join us in Houston in February of next year. I'll see you there.
Y'all ready for the ride? It's just gonna get turbulent up in this thing tonight, y'all. So I'm just kind of forewarning you before get your feelings hurt. But she's coming into this space because she cares. She's coming into this space because I invited her because I care. And not only do I care, I've been there, got the t-shirt, got the hat, the bumper sticker, the magnet on the refrigerator, whatever you want to call it, I got it because I have once upon a time been one of those stylists who built a business based on my passion, but I wasn't building it according to building an empire and building wealth. When you know better, you do better. And when you do better, you bring others along with you. And that's what ID Hair Loss Behind the Chair is about, and all the experts that will be coming to the platform with me. So without further ado, I want to bring in Miss Marsha Mayfield.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be here tonight. Thank you so much, Kai, for having me on. Thank you so much. I'm excited about tonight's call. So excited.
I'm so excited too. You know, we've had a lot of conversations behind the scenes just about, the state of the beauty industry, why you started doing what you do, why I do what I do. And we just figured, why not put both of our geniuses together and bring it to an industry that we both love? Yeah. So here we are tonight, guys. And just to get started, I want to clear the air for a minute. You want to clear the air with me?
Yes, most definitely.
So I
Yes.
want to clear the air and ask this question because I think some might think they're one and the same, but you and I both know different. So let's let them in on this little secret. Can you express to us tonight the differences between a tax preparer and an accountant?
Most definitely, I would love to do so. But first, like you, as you say, clear the air. What I do know, guys, is that having a conversation around money is not always an easy topic. Definitely not discussing taxes is not an easy topic. But I want you guys to know tonight that we are here, Kai and I are here tonight to help make sure that you understand and have all the tools that you need to make wise decisions in your business. So again, we should have a disclaimer going up, Kai, that simply says here, this conversation is for a mature audience. So leave all of your feelings, all of your thoughts, everything behind, guys. This is for that person that is mature in their business and looking to go to the next level in their business. So again, I want you all to make sure that you understand that everything that we're sharing with you all tonight is coming from a place of humility, a place of self-awareness, a place of knowing and wanting the best for you. But we're going to have a good time doing that. Like, I love talking money. I love talking accounting, but I love for you to get the results that you need. So I like to make it interesting in a way that you can actually capture what it is that we're doing here tonight. So I just wanted to say that, Kai, and I apologize for going off script, but I want our listeners to know that we are giving them what they need, and we're not here to judge you guys. As Kai have said, and Kai has given me permission to be transparent. You say keep it real, right, Kai?
Keep it real. Keep it 100.
Real. And with that, guys, with being transparent, I pray that it gets you the results that you need. Like, I know that you're not wasting your Thursday night here just watching Kai and I look really beautiful, Kai and her fly blouse tonight. You're here to get the information and the insight that you need to be great in what you do. All right, Kai, I absolutely lost the question. Bring it back to me.
Let me bring it back because I remember what it is. I want you to distinguish the difference between a tax preparer and an accountant because they are not the same.
They are not the same, guys. And so I want you guys to actually in the comment just go here with us. So as a tax prep, and most of y'all, I'm sure at some point have worked with a tax professional. Now, what I'm about to say is not to discredit a tax professional or tax pro because that's how I started out, guys. So if you work with a person, you only see them once per year. Chances are this is just your tax professional. This is your tax pro that you visit. So a tax professional you go into their office, you do the tax, you see them once per year. They report your taxes, file your tax to the IRS, and they say, see you next year. Have a good day. Of course, they give you invoice, right? That's what a tax professional does. And when I started out in the industry, that's all I did. That's all I know to do. But then I realized that my clients was having more questions, had more concerns. And I was like, I want to serve my clients in a different way. Like, I don't want to see them once per year. I want to know what are the things they're really dealing with in their business throughout the year. And how can I help them? So that's what I said. I want to be a full-time accountant. Now, what an accountant does is they have a personal, this is very important, relationship with you. You should be speaking to your accountant, if not every month, every quarter at the most. Your accountant, again, versus your tax professional, your accountant should be making you aware and knowledgeable of what your financial situation is. Meaning, let's get real, how much you're making and how much you're spending. This is a conversation that you should be having with your accountant on a regular basis. You shouldn't wait to the end of the year and go to your tax professional and say, here, file my taxes. And most times, if I can keep it real, they say, what did you earn? And your conversation may be, I think it was around, or maybe something like this. Now, if I'm getting on your toes, you could just say amen and we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. I have been guilty, Kai. Can I say that?
Yes.
And what I mean by that, guys, that tax professional have no relationship with you. So they're going strictly off what you say to them. But your accountant has kept up with all of your things, all of your numbers, your income and your expenses throughout the year. Okay. And you want someone also as an accountant to hold you accountable. Okay. So a lot of times we create these goals, and I may be going to another question, but your accountant is helping you to be accountable to obtain your goals, your financial goals. Also, your accountant, this is very important here. And if you're taking those, guys, write this: tax planning. Okay. Your accountant should be supporting you with planning your taxes. Now, for example, we may have some listeners, some viewers here that's planning to make a major purchase in 2024. Well, when you go file your taxes with your tax professional, they're going to say to you, you earned this, you spent this. I have no idea if you're telling me the truth or not. This is your tax return. It's filed. Have a great day. But you come to me as your accountant. We're going to say, what are your plans for 2024? How much are you looking to earn? How much are you looking to spend? Are you looking to make any major investments in the next year? Okay. And with that tax planning, you want to be able to create a plan. We'll talk about that a little later. How do you actually earn the amount that you desire and pay less in taxes? I like to keep things simple. So again, your accountant helps you plan for your future, for the future things that you are desiring to do within your business. Okay. And also savings. Again, a lot of times we are operating in the wrong strategies. Hello, Faye. Hello, everyone that's joining in. We're operating in the wrong business structure. And your tax professional is not supporting you with that. They're there for one mission and one mission only, to file and report your taxes, not to make sure that you are saving money. And a lot of times when they even have that conversation with you, you're in the process of filing. So it's too late. It's absolutely too late for you to make some adjustments now. So let's pre-plan, guys. Let's be ahead of the situation and the circumstances that you want to do in the following year or the upcoming year.
And I'm gonna jump in there because that was real good information. I want to jump in there because oftentimes I get a lot of beautypreneurs who can't attend ID hair loss behind the chair because they say they can't afford it. And my response is, you can't not afford to attend because this is your next level. So what I'm hearing you say is that with the preparation, the right strategies, and the desired income that they want to make the next year, you can plan around the different types of education that they desire to get so that they can stay on the cutting edge of their industry. And I think a lot of times this is why we miss the mark and we can't afford to get into spaces in the right time, is because of lack of preparation. And we just go forward and we never reflect on how we got there. If we had to duplicate it, we wouldn't. Even if we happened upon success, because we don't have a plan, we didn't have a strategy, we would not even know how to duplicate the success. But we duplicate the failure because we never assess what went wrong in the first place. So year after year, we just hope that we're going to do better. But hope without, strategy and understanding where you went wrong is just another way to usher you right into another failure. And then you're never where you desire to be. So if nothing more, she's telling you she can help you financially strategize your money so that you can afford to come to ID. If you don't go nothing else, you can afford to come to ID. I'm just going to be that bold to say she can help you figure out how to get in my class.
Yes, for sure.
Now that might sound selfish, but if you can make a way to get in my class, then I can show you how to build the six figures with the clientele you already got. And then she can show you how to maintain the other six figures that you're going to make. I mean, it just gets better and better, right? If we want to speak Ebonics, it gets gooder and gooder.
Yes, I love it.
So I just had to throw that in there. That was a really good answer. My takeaways from your explanation is that, they help you earn the amount you desire and then help you strategize on how to pay the taxes. Because what I've learned and what the old guy with the old guy used to do is, before I knew better, is I didn't want to show IRS what I made. I didn't want to show them what I made. I was, oh Lord, let these clients come. Let me give more clients Jesus. I'm all of that, because we all praying for more, for increase, right? But then I want to hide what I get when it comes to pay the man, but I just sat there and asked God to increase my territory, but then I don't want to pay the man. And it's like, you are not ready for that though. But that was the ignorance in me, not understanding that I wasn't really ready, mature, because you said this was for the mature audience, right? I wasn't really financially mature enough to understand that I had to ask that I wasn't big enough for yet in my mindset. And so I would try to hide my finances. And then when I wanted to eventually start owning stuff, right? Because I was that one that told my tax preparer, say I made this, right? I used to be her. So I'm telling y'all, I could come to y'all. I'm qualified. I'm qualified on the deficient end, and I'm qualified on the sufficient end, right? To come to y'all, because I done been there, done that. I told y'all I got the t-shirt and the hat. Now, since we airing our stuff, I would be the one that would say, I'm ready to buy this car, or I'm ready to purchase this property. And then my tax preparer will be like, ain't nobody gonna loan you nothing. Why? I'm making the money. Yeah, but they don't know you making the money. Only you know you making the money. So now then you are put in a situation where there's a delay, because now you got to catch up to what you should have been doing to say, all right, now I got to start showing more. But if you start showing more instantly, then that's a red flag for IRS to say, well, what's been going on? Now we look at our audit. Right? So we kind of put ourselves in trouble because we don't want to claim what we make, because we want to you want to pay yourself prematurely. And I get, the rule of thumb is we got to pay ourselves first, but there's some things that come before we pay ourselves. And that's those tithes and that tax man.
And those taxes.
Right?
So there is God and there's IRS. Like they it is a difference, but those two you will give an account to.
You would give an account to. So I had to learn the hard way, if you will. I had to learn the hard way that I could not have it my way, all the way, that I was going to have to pay the piper. So I like that. So that was one big takeaway. And then don't wait until the end of the year, because that's typically what we do. I hear so many people say, it's the end of the year, I got to get my numbers together. Well, what you been doing all year? Because see, I used to be her. I will be waiting. It wouldn't even be the end of the year. I'd be waiting until January, right? Because I'm that one. Oh, okay. In January, now my tax person, I'm mad because I can't even get a fit in, because everybody that beat me there, all the W-2ers, they up in there, right? Because January 31 is when all them docs need to be to you, right? So they done beat me. Now I'm trying to get in, but that once a year visit. No strategy, just me pocketing everything that I made, not understanding that I did not know. And then when I really got serious about building business, there was so much catch up I had to do that I couldn't even afford to catch up. So then I had to build a strategy just to catch up so that I could do the things that I want to do. Anybody like that or been like that? Or is it just me? I don't know. So awareness of finances. Awareness of finances. So we're not in the dark, throughout the whole year. We can see exactly how we're tracking, how our business is doing, if we're in the red or if we're in the black, what does that look like? So now my next question.
Yes.
Why is projecting your income yearly necessary?
Oh, that's good. That's good. First of all, I want to explain projections. We've heard the word projection, but when it comes to accounting, I want to make sure you're clear about what a projection look like. Because a lot of times, and Kai, you and I had this conversation one day this week. A lot of times, beginning of the year, we create this. We call it a goal, or we may call it a what is it? The term is it when resolution. Well, it's pretty much the same as a projection, but we don't do it realistically. Okay, we just say, I want to make $100,000. I want to make 6 figures, but we have no metrics in place in order to reach those goals. So to answer your question, guys, so first I want to make sure you understand those projections should be realistic based on your previous or your last year's numbers. Okay, now what happens? You say, well, Marsha, I don't know my numbers. And I said that like that. I don't really know my numbers, right? So. And we're being transparent here. So when you don't really truly understand your numbers, it's really hard to create an accurate projection. Okay, this is why it's important that you understand. And I don't want you guys pulling numbers out the air and saying, I just want to make 6 figures, because it sounds good, right? That's the thing, 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures. It sounds amazing. But what do you do? What do you have to do as a business owner, as a CEO? And you hear me say CEO all night long, because it's very important to me that you capture the CEO mindset. Okay. That's very important. This is when we start making these adjustments in our business to understand and start creating projections. But, and I often say this in my classes a lot of times, and I hope you get this and know it's coming from a passionate place. I do not want you from this call forward moving into your business as making a statement as I'm a shop owner, or I'm just a stylist, or my little business, or remove that. You are a CEO. Okay. You are the CEO of your business. So you are responsible for creating projections in your business. Now, how do you create a projection? I'll make sure you leave here with some things that you need. Okay. You create projections based on your previous knowledge, your previous experience, your client retentions, your client database. Okay, these are the things again. But if you're not, and a lot of times, I want to say this, a lot of times we think accounting is just knowing how much you earned, how much you spent. Guys, accounting comes into, we should know all things numbers in our business. You should know how many clients that come within your business. Yes, Makiko, I'm a CEO. Yes, yes, yes. You should know all of the things that the numbers in understanding your business, your client retention, your client lifetime value. These are how you show projections in your business. Because you may say, again, I want to make these multiple six figures. Well, how many clients you served last year to earn 50,000? You know, how many clients did you serve? So these are things that you need to understand. And I call them KPIs, your key performance indicators. These are all the things that it takes to help make sure that your business is operating successfully, or if you need to make adjustments. Again, these are things your accountant is looking at every month with you, so that you don't have to wait to the end of the year and wonder, how did I not meet my six figures? Why did I not obtain this goal? Because your projections was not adequate. They was not correct. They was just, as Kai said earlier, you was hoping for a great day, or you were hoping for a great month, guys. With projections, you don't have to do that. It's really like create a realistic goal based on what your current situation is. And we help you to define that very, very clearly. And I hope I'm answering your question, Kai. And I hope you guys are taking down some notes and really thinking about, what are the things am I measuring? Things like social media. Some of you guys have hired a social media expert or manager. You hired a person to work within the salon with you. How are you measuring that so you can understand your projections to continue to grow? Some of you are investing in places that you're not seeing a return. And you need to be projecting, you need to be actually investing in other areas of your business. These projections help you to do that. Okay. Some of you may need a person maybe to invest in a person that can really push you. And I've seen Kai do that, push you to the next level in your business. So these projections, again, will prepare you to move forward as you want to grow and expand your business.
That's good. That's real good. If this is good to y'all, can you please share it? Because sharing is caring, and somebody needs to hear it. Because although we are speaking to the beautypreneur, all of this valuable information, these gems that Marsha is dropping here, that goes across any industry. It's not just beauty. It's just that we as beautypreneurs seem to forget this piece of business. And this is why we're not retiring from this industry, because we don't understand the metrics. We don't understand the KPIs. We don't understand the income producing activities that we need. You know, I hear a lot of beautypreneurs say, oh, this is a slow season, you know, blah, 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 blah. I don't have that many customers. But what are your income producing activities that you're doing during that season? Because income producing activities are just as valuable as the physical pieces of working in the business and getting the money. The income producing activities comes from working on your business, not in your business. And we only work in our businesses, so we don't get the opportunity to work on our business. The days that we're off, we're just off. You know, we're not really doing, you know, the income producing activities. We're not looking at our KPIs. We're not having strategy sessions with our accountants or people that we have joint ventures with or anything like that. We're just being. But we need to be CEOs. And what I have learned, because during the reason really, y'all, why Marsha is in this space with me, I'm gonna be real with y'all. is because every ID, and I've never said this in a public forum before, so this is the first time that I'm sharing this. It's a very transparent moment here. Every ID, I would offer a VIP session. The VIP session was to teach you how to monetize what I've shared with you, right? That was a 1 day to get paid, 8-hour business incubator where I had you bring your numbers. Like, I need you to bring your numbers because I'm not just pulling numbers from air and giving you theories. We working on your numbers so that I could give you real scenarios for you to carry out based on your numbers. But what I learned was every session, I spent more time uneffing people in their minds. Right? I said unf because that's what I have to do. I got to unscrew you in your mind because you don't know how to do business. You know how to slay hair, but you do not know how to slay the business, right? And so people would not even have numbers. I don't know what my numbers are. How are you collecting money and you don't know what your numbers are? So they wouldn't have their numbers, or I would have to spend so much time counseling emotionally before I can even get to it. And it's exhausting. It is a much needed thing, but that wasn't what I signed up for. I didn't sign up to unscrew you and to help you emotionally. While I would love to just sit there and counsel you because I do have a gifting in that, that is not what you came into that space for. So I can't get to your money until I could get you fixed in your mind. So because I would be slayed in the spirit by the time I finished, and it was exhausting, but I never really gave them what they paid me for. So I had to stop the VIP sessions because there was one that we did last year where the girl actually came in and I just had to tell her, you're not ready for this. Wow. When you get ready for this, I will give you this. But so come back to me when you get your mind right, because you are not in a mental space that can hold what I have. Faye says, please, queens, take notes. This is an amazing live. Thank you, Kai and Marche Chambers. You are so welcome. But this is what I do. I am a person of value. Marche is a person of value. We have a passion for what we do. Yes. We are hardcore about what it is that we do. We take no prisoners. That's why me and her vibe, because we don't take prisoners. We come to take care of business. We come to pull out of you your greatness so you can stand in your greatness. You can stand in that thing that God gave you with confidence, right? We now don't come whining, because this is not for that. You come to us to get straight. Come to us to get it together. And so I had to actually tell the young lady, you're not ready to be in this space with me. So sometimes you got to take stuff back from people. I'm not going to keep opening myself up with my value, and then you're not ready for it, and then you make me not like what it is that I'm doing. So I have to start saying, no, you're not ready. There's some levels that you need to go through first before you get over here, right? And so this is one of the reasons why Marche and I are in this space. And this is why now at ID, I'm not actually doing a VIP session. You can't buy VIP admission this time. Everybody is VIP this time. And everybody will get the opportunity to level up on their skill set with Trichology, level up in their finances, because I'm going to teach what I would normally teach in the VIP. You're going to automatically get that. Yes. You're going to automatically get that. So I'm going to show you your numbers. So you're going to have to come with your numbers. Don't show up there without no numbers. If you already signed up and you already enrolled, this is your warning that you need to already have your numbers for 2023 and whatever numbers you did for January 2024. Because you'll be coming to me February 17th, you'll have those numbers, and you don't need to have your bank account. Whatever point of service system you're using, it's already there for you. You can go by day, by week, by month in those point of service systems, right? So that you can calculate what you have grossed, and you can bring that so that we can start looking at your numbers, because I can't tell you your projections. I can't tell you what you need to remove. I can't do an audit of you if I don't see what you're really working with. So everybody that comes to ID this time is going to get that, because I am about uplifting my brothers and my sisters in this beauty industry. We grossed $439 billion in 2022, and it's expected to increase by 6% every single year. How much of that money is yours? And then I'm ushering you into a new multi-billion-dollar industry with hair loss. And some of you are already monetizing that industry that are enrolled. So you got two multi-billion-dollar industries that you can extract money from. What are you doing? There shouldn't be a reason why you can't afford to be at ID. You can't afford to be there because you didn't plan for it. You just didn't plan for ID, but you haven't planned for your success. Because you should have already had a bank account that had funds for education in it that was set up from last year. And I'm just telling y'all. So I'm tired of hearing that you can't afford to get to ID. Can you afford to continue to be broke?
Come on.
Can you afford that? Because I don't know about you, but I can't afford to continue to be broke. My dream's too big for that.
Yes.
My dream's too big for that. So I'm saying all that to say that you need to be in this space to level up on Trichology. You need to be in this space to level up on your finances. You need to be in this space to partner with Marche for your business and all the other experts that are going to be there. I promise you, I understand what we need because I've lived it. I've retired the chair. I was successful enough to retire a multiple six-figure chair during COVID. Okay? I'm not bragging. I'm just confident about how I'm moving my business. A multiple six-figure chair, I walked away from it because God said so. He said so because it was time for me to do what I'm doing now, which is come and get my people that are perishing because they not planning. Because they not planning. Can you afford to continue to be broke? Absolutely. You can't afford to continue to be broke. So now that I done went on my little rant, we're going to come on.
I love it. Yes.
We're going to come on back to this thing.
Yes.
What you say, Faye? The beauty industry is a trillions of dollars industry, and yet they out here talking about it's slow. Absolutely. But this is why you have to diversify your income. If you sitting here just waiting on that chair to bring you everything, and you haven't figured out how to turn your active income into passive, that's your number one problem right there. It's because you got to get up and go and hustle for it every day. You need to learn how to diversify your income. You should be able to pick up your phone and go into your inbox and see that it's money there waiting on you.
Yes. Yes.
That's the way that works, because you should have products and services that don't require you to physically be in touch, because you have automation working for you. Hey, Jada. And so my next question for you, Marche, is why is having a solid business strategy in place for your business imperative?
Well, basically, Kai, you just answered that question. And guys, I really hope you all caught that. Like, it was so many nuggets here that Kai just said. So being at the ID, that's one reason that it's important to have a solid business strategy. And also, Kai just really said it all, guys. If you are really looking to grow, it's no other way I can put this. It's no easier way I can say this. You're either growing or you're stagnated. And if you're looking to grow, you have to have a solid business strategy. Simple. And I want to say this. I want to make sure you get this, because I don't know, we have so many callers and so many viewers here. Everyone on this call may be in a different place in their life and in their business right now. So I don't want anyone to feel inadequate about what I'm saying and what I'm doing, because we all have been in a certain place in our lives. Even your sister here that's talking about finances, right? I keep it real with you all. But I want you to understand, start where you are now. Don't say I'm waiting till January 1st to start. Start today after this conversation and say, I'm going to put a business strategy in place, because this will be my last live that I'm ever on feeling inadequate or feeling like I haven't did the things that I need to do. I haven't implemented the things I need to implement, that I cannot plan a trip or an event or invest in myself when I see an opportunity. This is the last time. I want you guys to put that in the chat. This is the last time I would ever feel this way. Even guys, please, I get excited. I have to slow down. If you've been in business for 30 years, I'm not saying this to make you feel bad by any means. I'm saying this because I want to empower you. No matter where you are, you may be at multiple six figures right now. But if you're at six figures, God is requiring more of you. And not just income, it's people that you are meant to serve, to service, and you're in the way of that because you haven't taken care of your financial management or your business as you should as a CEO. So I'm not saying to you guys, if you're making $5,000 a month, if you're making $10,000 a month, I'm talking to everyone that's on this call tonight with us. This is the last time I will feel this way, no matter where you are currently in your business. I'm going to make some adjustments and things tonight after this call. This is what I want you to repeat after this call, because I understand the importance of being strategic in my business. Let me tell you, and I want to say this here, kind of, if I get off track, bring me back. I love this. I love what we're doing. I love helping, and I want people to get it, right? I know Kai and I are beautiful, and you wanted to see us tonight, and I love that. But I need you to get off this call tonight, taking some actions. I'm to my MN Kai inbox saying I did this, I'm doing this, and make some changes and adjustments. Then I know that I didn't put this makeup on for no reason. Okay? That's what I need from you guys tonight. So I want you to understand being strategic in your business will get you the results that you want. Now, I'm going to back up and say this. I taught a class once before, and I used this. I like to have fun, guys. And so I did this little play, this little skit. And the stylist that I was mimicking, her name was Hope. She was always hoping for a better day, hoping for a brighter future, hoping that clients come in, hoping that no one cancel today, hoping for just hope. And I'm thinking, my God, Hope, will you please go find faith? And then after you find faith, can you please have a conversation with execution? Okay? So guys, if you're on this call, your name is Hope, I'm bringing you over here to execution. Create a strategic plan to get where you want in life. Do not wake up and hope. You can accidentally make six figures by accident. But I'm going to tell you something, I'm going to keep it real. You can't accidentally keep six figures in your bank account. That takes discipline. That takes work. It takes a mindset of knowing that what I'm here for is greater than me. What I'm meant to do is greater than me. And I don't just talk money because I want to just like the rich life. That's not what I'm talking about, guys. It's about what does that money allow you to do? Who does it allow you to help and to support? It's times I have, between all my businesses, I have 9 employees. It's some days I want to say deuces with all of this. But what I do support 9 families. It feeds 9 families. What you do is supporting someone, even if it's just your client at this point. But you know it's more in you, and you're playing small because you don't want to sit down and be the CEO and be strategic, create a plan that's going to support you to your next level, because I know it's uncomfortable. Okay? So you may have one of the step-by-step guides and all those different things about being a business plan. It's just simple. The importance of having a business strategy is to get to the next level in life that is calling you. And it's calling some of you is calling you so that you just can't even sleep at night. You're tossing and you're turning. You're so uncomfortable because you know you should be at ID. You know God has put certain people in your life to take you to the next place, and you're fighting it. And I'm not just here trying to sell ID, guys. I'm serious, because when I met Kai, I knew it was for some reason greater than me. And it's for this person I'm talking to tonight. It's for the person I'm going to meet in February in ID. And it's going to be for you, for the person that you're going to meet. So that's why I want you to plan. Be strategic. Be strategic. Stop hoping. Tell Hope, get thee behind me, because faith has taken over. And now I'm going to execute.
And can somebody pass the collection plate?
Amen.
Pass the collection plate, please. But that is so real what you just said. This live tonight is heavy, you guys, and we're talking about, are you chasing money or building wealth? Mm-hmm. Chasing money, building wealth. I always say, don't chase the bag, chase the blood. When you chase the blood, it's going to get you to your abundance. But we're so busy chasing, and that money is running. It's running because you have a one goal in mind. You don't have a strategy. You're just trying to get it, but you don't know how to keep it. Once you get it, you don't know how to keep it. And I was always told, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you keep that makes the difference. And let's talk about the strategy, because this is what we've been talking about, and again, I want you guys to share this live. Share this, because we so quick to share foolishness.
Mhm.
This is the gospel right here that we're sharing with you guys. So many people are struggling right now, and it makes no sense when we're in multiple billion-dollar industries. Makes no sense to be on the struggle bus. You're on the struggle bus not because you're in a dying industry. You're on a struggle bus because your mindset is dying. You don't have the right mindset for success. You have a poor relationship with money. Something that was probably ushered into you from generations. And you don't recognize that you have a poor mindset when it comes to money, and you're chasing it and hunting it down, and it's consuming you, and you're not getting the knowledge around financial wellness that you need to be prosperous with it, though.
Mhm.
And we have a hard time talking about our money, but we don't have a hard time talking about how much money we spend when we buying in red bottoms and the Gucci and Ferrucci.
Mhm.
Right? I want us to be that bold, Jada. I want someone to put on to some solid business credit. It's too many people out here saying they're business gurus and don't know how to extend the knowledge to those who really want it. And business credit is business. When you're looking for a guru with business credit, this is what I found. They're very hard to find, the ones that are on the up and up, because you got so many talking about they help you build the business credit, but they're going to throw a few strategies at you. They're going to tell you to go to get it started, and then that's it. They're not really strategists behind it. They're not telling you how to really strategically build the business credit. So you got to be careful when you drop it into these people's inboxes, or you are, wanting people to show you how to build business credit, because
Okay.
it's not a lot of people who are honest that are doing that. At the end of the day, when we talk about strategy, I just kind of want to share something with you. And when COVID happened to us, I didn't know that I was going to retire the chair. But I knew I had been hearing God tell me that my time was up. And I kept ignoring him because I kept saying, this money too easy. I had a good book of business. I could bet my last dollar on my book of business because I have been doing them for decades. It was a set it and forget it. I didn't have to think about it. I had grew real good relationships. They were an extended piece of my family because I had been doing them for so long, right? Because I'm consistent with what I do. And when God told me it was time, and I did it, it wasn't that he just popped up and said, Kai, let go of your chair. He didn't do that. There was years prior to that I had already gotten the download that it was time for me to start planning for an exit strategy. The pieces that I did not have were, I didn't know when I was going to execute on that strategy. But God had already downloaded, Kai, you don't want to click clack the irons until you're 60. That might be somebody else's vision, but it wasn't never Kai Smith's vision to be standing behind nobody's chair, twirling it with my knee. Because that's what we do. We turn it with our knee when we want to turn it, right? Yeah. We styling and pushing it with our knee at the same time. I didn't want to be doing that at 60, right? Mm-hmm. And so I started nurturing that next then. Mm-hmm. Still not knowing what the full picture looked like, but I knew that I was nudged that I needed to start doing that. But I knew that I didn't want to leave the beauty industry because my love for it is too grand. But this beauty industry is multifaceted. So I knew I didn't have to leave. I didn't have to go to say, welcome to Walmart. May I help you, please? I didn't have to do any of that when times started getting bad. I didn't have to go to your Salon Centric or your Cosmoprops or anything like that to get a part-time job to make ends meet, because I had already started with my exit strategy. But that exit strategy cost me to invest. I had to invest in that. So the person listening might be saying, why am I investing in ID and I can't afford it? Because you can't afford not to. You can't afford not to. I might not have been able to afford to invest in my exit strategy, but I tell you what, if I did not invest in it back then, I would have been asked out during COVID, because that same strategy that I invested in about 5 or 6 years before COVID hit is the same thing that I was able to cash in on during COVID to retire a multiple six-figure chair. But I had to put everything on the line back before COVID happened, when I was nudged. Teeth chattering, knees shaking, diarrhea, because I was scared, because I had made a decision that I just didn't know. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I told my husband, I don't know what the hell I just pulled the trigger on. Bubble guts, butterflies, whatever you want to call it. And he said, babe, you got this. So some of y'all need a good supporter on y'all back end. Some of y'all need to change the environment that y'all hang out in, because they the same as you, or you the smartest one there, and nobody is feeding you your next. You can't see any greater. So you think that that's it. Some of y'all need a different set of cheerleaders, right? And so at the end of the day, you have to invest for your next. Your next is not going to come with what you already got. You're going to have to invest in it. You're going to have to give up something for it. You're going to have some sleepless nights about it. You're going to be scared about it. That's how you know it's your next.
Yes.
So right now, I'm going to go ahead and switch on, because I want to go to a commercial break, and we're going to come back for this heated conversation. So give us a minute and we'll be right back at y'all. This is your girl, Kai Smith, also known as your hair loss advocate, the founder of the American Academy of Hair and Scalp Diseases, and the creator of the 3-day signature course, ID Hair Loss Behind the Chair. We just wrapped the last course of 2023. And when I tell you that this crew was the crew to wrap it up with, these women were phenomenal. Their spirits were open. They were excited about the curriculum. My team, my other AHSD students that came to partake in this last season of 2023, my guest educators that came in to share their genius. I'm just grateful that God has entrusted me with his people to be able to download. I'm thankful that he has given me the opportunity to connect with other like-minded people that support me and my vision. And at the same time, I'm supporting them to bring their vision to life. So what I want to tell you is that if you're on the fence, if you are stagnant, if you're seeking the next best thing in the beauty industry, then you need to follow me into 2024, February 17th through the 21st, Houston, Texas, live, because we have now increased from 3 days to 5 days for ID Hair Loss Behind the Chair. Why? Because the vision has just gotten that much bigger. Why? Because we want to be the change that we want to see in the beauty industry. Why? Because we are licensed to touch people. Why? Because we transform lives. So those 5 days will be filled with education, empowerment, and it's going to be explosive. So you don't want to miss it. It's coming to you live. No more virtual training in this space for ID Hair Loss Behind the Chair. Get on that plane, get in that car, get on that bus, but whatever you got to do, by any means necessary, meet us February 17th through the 21st in Houston, Texas. And we're back. Did y'all hear that? It's going to be explosive. So I need y'all to run over the link and we share it. Grab your seat. It's an intimate space. It's going to hold 20 people in that space because we want to keep it small. We want to transform you. You will not leave the same way that you came. You will leave with a newly acquired skill set. You will leave understanding how to monetize that skill set. You will leave knowing how to protect your money, how to protect your brand, how to build your brand, how to reimagine yourself as a beauty professional, and how to level up on your emotional intelligence. I mean, y'all, I have covered the entire beautypreneur, from mind to finances to the exit strategy. What y'all gonna do?
Yes.
What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? So, Marche, let's get back into it because this is good stuff. And before we get back into it on this second half, don't forget to share it. Hey, Jeanette. So, what should a bookkeeping routine consist of? Can you give us an example? We don't want to give away all the goods or whatever, because if they want you, they got to come get you. But just kind of give them a sneak peek of what does that look like?
So bookkeeping, guys, and a lot of times that term alone, it frightens people because the first thing I've heard the most of is I'm not a numbers person. But when you're in business and can count money, you are a numbers person. Okay, let's get that right. You count how many clients come into that salon, how many times they swipe their card. You are a numbers person, right? So what bookkeeping look like is basically, guys, just one, having a proper software that you need in order to track your income and your expenses. Okay. A lot of times what I've heard and seen through conversations with no judgment, your point of sales is not a bookkeeping method. Point of sales simply just shows what you earned. Bookkeeping, I'm gonna share something with you. My personal preference as far as bookkeeping software is QuickBooks. Now, it's not the most simplest thing, it's not the hardest thing, but let's be real. If you know that you do not enjoy, not saying that you can't do it, if you know that you don't enjoy doing it, guys, seek professional help with it, okay? Because understanding your numbers will really position you to grow in your business. So bookkeeping basically is the simplest version is understanding what you're earning, understanding what you're spending, and looking at your bottom line, which what we call is profit. Okay, it means nothing, absolutely nothing. Your revenue. I'm sorry, the top number means nothing if your expenses exceeds that. So your bookkeeping method that you use is help you to really understand how are you operating in your business. It's that mirror that says, I am either growing, I'm suffering, I'm suffocating, I'm dead, I'm out, it's over with. However you want to put it, because sometimes you don't want to look at that mirror, I'm not even going to do it bookkeeping this month, right? So that is the benefit of bookkeeping. Like I said, I recommend QuickBooks, but there are many other options. Definitely Google and find out what works best for you. But if you know, again, that there's nothing that you are ideally like to do, because it is some work behind it. But guys, it's game changer when you actually implement this into your business, bookkeeping.
So, okay. So we got QuickBooks and all of that, right? But we need a person.
Mm-hmm.
We need a person to interpret that quick. We need a person to tell us what to do. Like I know I do. I need, because I'm a genius at this. This is what I do. And then I have areas of my business, because when you look at your business structure, you got the CEO that sits at the helm. And a lot of you are missing it because your business has no CEO. Mm-hmm. Your business has nothing but a glorified worker, because you spend all your time being the worker. The CEO sits up here, the worker way down here. And that is the mentality that you operate within inside of your business. And then you're looking for exponential growth. And it's not going to happen until you recognize that the CEO is the visionary. I am the visionary of my company. Mm-hmm. I am the one that comes up with ideas to make money. I then have people on my team that show me how to make those ideas, make the money. And then I have a division that then puts that into action. But I am the visionary. And so what I think is missing is You think you be operating as the CEO, but you still down here operating as the employee with all of these ideas. That's why they can't get off the ground. So you need to take some time to pull out of your business as the worker, right? And sit at the helm of your company, understand who you serve. But before you can understand who you serve, you got to understand who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So when you understand who you are, what your purpose is, what your vision is, and how to execute that mission, that's when you can start creating services and products to serve the person that you are purposed to deliver the solution to. But we come up with these ideas and then they flatline because it's the worker trying to elevate it. The CEO has to elevate it. So you're going to have to switch reels. And this is some of the stuff that I want to share with you at ID, because this is why our business are staying flatlined. And y'all don't understand it. So when you recognize that you can't make that portion of your business go, then you need to outsource it. You need to hire out someone to do that piece of your business for you so that you can remain focused on the pieces where you're strong in your business so that the business can continue to elevate.
That's good. And I want, if I can add too, Kai, I want them to understand the different terminologies here. When you hire me as your accountant, you're hiring a CFO. See, you're the CEO. I am the CFO, and that is for guys that don't know this. And type this in the chat, because I want you to get this. I want you to understand. Then, when you say you got a CFO, you talking another language, right? That means you have a chief financial officer on your team. My entire mission is to make sure that your money right and your money tight. That's my job. So while you're doing the things that you love to do as a CEO, as a stylist, as an expert, I am the person making sure that I want you to understand QuickBooks. That's okay. But when you hire me, you don't need to, because I'm going to make sure, it's my job to make sure that you are operating as a profitable business. What I mean by profitable, your bottom line is in the black, not in the red. Okay. That's what a CFO does, guys. Really understand that. That person is helping make sure that you're operating profitable in your business, that you're making wise money decisions. And I'm going to give an example. If I could just, I already got permission to keep it real, so I don't need that, right? I'm going to give an example. I've had, over the years before I even met Kai, my clients would come to me and they would say, can I attend this particular class? I knew Kai's name, I didn't know the name of the class. And we would look at those numbers and we would say, plug and play. You can, if we do this, this, this. I personally know how many of my clients have attended Kai's service because we implemented a plan to make sure that they can attend, because I saw the value in what was being offered that's going to double my client's income. Again, my job as your CFO is to make sure you're profitable. So being in spaces like this, investments like this, it does justice for not my client, for Kai, and for the other person, for everyone involved. Because you are reaching your full potential and you have a plan in place, because you have a CFO on your team that's watching your money for you. So a lot of times I say, have you read your profit and loss report, guys? And so that's your P&L. A lot of times, if you start doing your bookkeeping yourself, you have no clue what those numbers mean. You have no clue how to watch your profit margins. Another quick example, and I promise to hold it. I just want you guys to leave for understanding. A lot of you all sell products, have product lines, or selling products for other people, things like that. And I said, what are your profit margins? I sell it for $8. I'm just using numbers here. And I say, what are your profit margins? Well, I bought it for such and such. What I want you to understand, guys, is how to make these types decisions on, should I be offering this product? Should I be selling this service? Is my pricing correct? Things like that, or things your CFO helps support you with. Because I don't need you out here earning $1 thinking about you a CFO, I'm a boss, and you taking pictures and you brand it up and your flyer costs $10 and you earn $1 off the product that you're selling. Like, I don't need you operating in that way. Okay.
That's good. So here's the thing. Because y'all want to be bosses, right? Y'all want to be bosses. So this is a boss move right here. Stop saying tax preparer and start saying, I'm hiring a CFO. Now that sounds boss-ish to me. I'm hiring a CFO. And you might not have the building. You might not have all the other stuff that go with all of these, Forbes companies and all of this kind of stuff. But when you start speaking like it, you start acting like it, right? It don't matter where you are, but see, and this is the whole idea. This is actually the term that we're using to describe ID, and it's called transcend. Can you transcend with me? What is transcend? Transcend means you're able to see beyond a certain situation. You're able to see beyond where you currently are. So I want you to transcend with me. And if you got a tax preparer and you want a CFO, we're transcending. You might not have all the other stuff that goes with it, but you're in preparation. So right now, your physical might be right here, but your mind is already somewhere else because that aligns with faith. That aligns with vision, right? So if you can transcend, that means that you see yourself as bigger already in your mind. So you act like you bigger in your mind. You dress like you bigger in your mind. I'm in my office and I got this badass coat on, like I'm about to go somewhere, right? Because I am who I am. I exude that no matter if I'm sitting in my backyard, if I'm sitting in my office, if I'm going out to an event, this is who I am. Yes. Because I know how to transcend in my mind because I'm already at ID, right? I'm already there. I'm not here talking to y'all. I'm already there, right? So ID Hair Loss BTC is a 5-day incubator experience. You're going to master the fundamentals of trichology. You're going to create diverse streams of income. You're going to build stronger client relationships. You're going to effectively learn how to brand and market your business. You're going to work smarter and not harder. Come on with it. Yes. Work smarter, not harder. You're going to elevate your business, wellness, and you're going to grow. Like, we got to have this EQ with Miss KK, Michelle Kelly. She is helping us elevate in our mind because before we can elevate and grow anywhere in our finances, we got to learn how to elevate in our mind because the truth be told, some of our mindsets, our mindset is the floor. That's our ceiling. Our ceiling is the floor. And when your ceiling is the floor, you can't get past that. So some of us got to elevate in our minds before we can actually grow our finances. But I really, this picture that's right here, I love me some Jessica. She was just on with us on Tuesday. And Jessica brings a special niche within a niche because she's a natural hairstyling professional. She is a certified Sisterlocks educator. She is a certified loctician. She is a 2-time certified trichologist, one by way of the American Academy of Hair and Scalp Diseases. Oh, she kick ass back, right? And so I'm excited to have her in that space with me. I'm excited to have Micheline Barber, a pioneer. I've admired Mitch since back in the 90s. That's how far back me and Mitch go. He's going to come in and help you reimagine yourself. You know, the impact that she has on the people of this industry is unfathomable. So I have her coming into that space so we can get y'all right to go back out into your communities to stand in your authority. Like, this is so powerful. I'm about to come off the edge of my seat right now talking about my own event, right? And then my girl, this one right here is near and dear to my heart. My girl, Dania Durden, also AHSD certified. She is the trainer that is going to certify you in our specialized microbiome scalp detoxification service. This is the piece right here where you need to know this because not all detoxification systems are equal. They're not equal. Some of them can cause more harm than good, right? And we thinking that we're doing a client good and they come back with more malady. So she's going to certify you in our specialized system that you would only get through ID Hair Loss BTC because that's what we certify you to use it. She also supports you with the gut specialist information that we're going to be sharing. Then you got your boy, Mr. Brand Daddy himself, Mr. Granddaddy himself, Chris Bond. Chris Bond is coming in. He's going to elevate you. Once we get you right in your mind, get you right in your skill set, get you right in your finances, get you right in all the other areas, now he's getting ready to show you exactly how to bring all of this goodness to the people that need you. Yes. We gotta have a good marketing concept. He's gonna show you how to put all that together. Whoop, whoop. And then yours truly, Miss Marsha Mayfield, go get that financial wellness up, right? So it's one thing to make the money, it's another thing to keep the money. And keeping the money is what's going to help us build wealth and not chase the money. Build empires. Generational wealth is what we're trying to build. So we want you to dive into health and wellness at ID Hair Loss Behind the Chair, February 17th through 21st. I have a few other experts that I have brought onto the scene that I will release a little bit later next week sometime. And I have some other special bonuses that will not be revealed to you until you sign up. Then you will learn about those additional bonuses. So this thing is jam-packed with so much goodness that if you leave there the same way that you came, something wrong with you.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
Okay, so the link is here. So we need you to go ahead and enroll now. Lock in your spot. We have room blocked for you as well. Arrive in on Friday night because classes will start at 7 a.m. Saturday morning. We're kicking off Saturday morning. And for those of you who are sitting here saying, Saturday, I got clients on Saturday. That's why you need to be there, because you shouldn't be waiting to Saturday for that to be your money-making day. Any day you show up to work, whether it's a Sunday, a Monday, a Tuesday, or no matter what day you show up, that's your money day, because you are the author of your story. If it don't go right, erase it and rewrite it again, because you have the power. Okay? You want you to meet us here. Enough about that. I want to hop back into this goodness about why y'all came tonight. So we are talking about, if you're just now joining us, share it and share it again, because we're talking about chasing money or building wealth. This is a conversation that every single beautypreneur needs to hear so that they can elevate in their business. They can take self-inventory to see what's not working for them so that they can learn how to replace that with things that are working. And most times you need a trainer to help you lose weight, or you need a doctor for the liposuction, whichever route you gonna go. But when you building a business, it ain't a doctor that can give you that quick shape up in your business. Right? Yes. You gotta do the work. So you can't teach your way into success with liposuction in your business. You got to actually build brick by brick and do the work. But we need special experts in our businesses to make us look good so that we can build the wealth and we can live the life that we desire to live, because money only gives you access. That is what money is for. Money is to give you access to things that you would otherwise not have access to, that makes life convenient for you. I'm going to give you an example of that. For me, being able to build life on my terms, once I really learned how to leverage the power that I had as a beautypreneur, being able to build life on my terms for me, because this looks different. Success looks different for everyone, but this was my success on the level then. My success was I had the power to create my hours the way I needed them to be at any time I needed them to be, so that I could take my daughter to school, I could pick my daughter up. And then there came a time where some things happened where my husband and I decided to pull my daughter from traditional school, and we decided to homeschool her. You think I would have been able to do that if I was all over the place with my business? But see, it afforded me the opportunity to give her the opportunity. So some of us are absorbing or over absorbing in our businesses, and we're not leaving opportunity for our seeds. Mm-hmm. So if I had not been strategically planning, I didn't know I was planning to be a homeschool mama.
Right.
I didn't know that. But because I was planning, it fell right into place. So when October 31st, 2019, because that's when it happened, October 31st, 2019, when we had to make the hard decision to pull her from regular school and then decided to enroll her in homeschool, I had the option to be able, or the flexibility to go and vet places, to meet with them during hours that I otherwise wouldn't have been able to meet with them. And then to be able to sit with her, for her to do her work, for her to be able to come to my place of business, to be able to do her work throughout the day. I had the flexibility because why? I had the power to rewrite the story, but I also had the finances to back that flexibility. So in that season, my finances gave me the convenience to be able to do things on my terms. So money just gives you access. Money doesn't mean that you're successful, because most times you see these ball players and other people, they get up there, they get all this money and they acting a damn fool. Well, they were already a fool before they got the money. So money just magnifies what's already there. Right? So we're not telling you to just chase the money. We're telling you to get your mindset right, get a plan so that you can leave generational wealth. And if you ain't got no kids, you can still leave it for someone else. Don't leave them with a broke down vehicle sitting in the yard, because that's typically what we do. We don't leave wealth. We stuff that somebody else got to go clean up. Granddaddy broke down Nova in the front yard that ain't nobody drove in years, and it's covered up with a tarp and bricks sitting on top. That's the kind of stuff we leave. Let's get out of that mindset and learn how to build wealth and leave something behind, not just for your seed, but their seed and their seed. Let's leave generational wealth. So, Marsha, why is an accountant vital for your business? And I know we've hit so many things about why, but an overview. If you can give some case study information on how you've been able to turn some of your clients' lives around, not their businesses, but their lives as a result of working with you.
I want to share this, and I found the worst book ever. This was my very first book, guys, here. And if you can see this clown here juggling, that book was created from a personal space. I was the clown, and I was juggling everything finance. You know, we've heard the term rob Peter to pay Paul. We've all at some point of our lives, I'm sure, have been there. And the importance of having an accountant is because it should become a point in our lives, in our career, where I no longer want to be the clown. I no longer want to juggle. You get to the point of you should be tired of your money controlling you. You should learn, and your accountant should help you learn to control your money. See, when money controls you, it pulls you in all directions. And then you start operating out of desperation. And then you start hosting sales and all these different things because you're just desperate for everything. You just, this client, that client, I have no type of avatar. I'm just serving anyone that has money to pay me without having an accountant to help you. And I know I went off there, but I guess I want you to get it. Have an accountant to hold you accountable to help manage your money so that your money stop pulling you to do things and make decisions and work with people that you're not desiring to work with. Accepting things that you would normally accept if your money was in position for you. Okay. So the importance of an accountant is, one, control. Number two is, guys, just peace of mind. Because, and I've been guilty of this, when you're go into the store, you pull up your cell phone, you check your bank balances and see, oh, I have $100 I can spend or I can spare. Like, that's your money controlling you. But with your accountant, and they've said your paycheck, now you're receiving an adequate paycheck that you're paying yourself, your payroll. Now you understand, like, I'm clear to spend this today because my business still has this over here. My account has this. This is the things your accountant supports you with. Okay. Also, not being stressed when it comes to making tax decisions, financial decisions, making purchases, investments. So those are the importance of having a tax accountant, a CFO on your team. You're no longer making these financial decisions alone. My clients text me and say, Marsha, should I buy this hair dryer? And I'm going to ask you, what's wrong with the one you have? Is it getting hot? Okay. And then we have that conversation. Do we need to make this investment today? What can we do to invest this money for a dryer if it's still working? Well, I saw a cute one that don't work for me. You know, like I have that type of conversation. I see some of my clients on this call with me tonight. We have that type of conversation because we're going to break those habits of just spending just because. You know, someone's offering a sale on inventory and things like that. You say this is a 2-for-1 deal. You know, well, sometimes those deals are not the best. You know, where else can I invest this and see a quicker return? Now I can double my income and make these choices and these decisions. So guys, that's the importance of having a tax accountant. Number one, the biggest thing is so that you can stop juggling. Stop juggling. And like Kai saying, a lot of you guys, we work on Saturdays and things like that. That's juggling because you're afraid to miss a Saturday. You're afraid to turn on a client. You're afraid. That's because I don't have anyone holding me accountable as my tax accountant to say, you can afford to do this. You can afford to hire. You can afford to let go. You can afford to do these changes because someone is actually watching your money for you. Okay. And you say, give a case scenario. I'm going to give this one case scenario for sure. I had a client. She was earning out of Texas. I like to use states. I want you guys to know I work with clients all over the world. So I like to make sure you understand that, right? So she was out in Texas and she was earning about $12,000 per month, which is good. Like that's great. And she's booth rental, because that's a stereotype for some reason, guys. Baby, these booth rentals out here killing it. Like you guys are killing it. So I don't need you to put yourself in a box at all. Like I need you to know you guys are killing it. So anyway, she was making about $12,000 and it was time to hire. You know, I'm saying when you get to a certain amount, a certain level, you need some assistance so that you can continue to scale your business, right? And so she was like, Marcia, I can't afford it. I'm afraid. I'm scared. And all these things that come up with this limited belief. And I said, yes, you can. Your numbers say you can. So we're going to set aside this amount of money. This is the budget. This is your forecast for doing this, right? And so we did that. She trusted me. And I want to make sure that all my clients trust me. And we hired. Guys, her income went from that $12,000 a month to $17,000 a month. So she gets smart. She goes behind me and she said, I think I got it now. My earnings have increased, but I want to just drop back down. I can do it by myself now. I've gotten there, right? So she get rid of her assistants. And on our next couple of calls, I say, what happened to the money? I'm saying this to say this, guys. Your accountant help you to make decisions to grow in your business. So the instant she began to make a decision on her own, her income declined, and she realized I do need my assistant. This person is allowing me to go out and generate additional income. My accountant helped me to see that, to identify that income increase, that loss, to identify that I can afford this adjustment and this change in my business. Because a lot of times you guys are saying, I can't afford this, but your numbers say, you can. All right?
That's good stuff, Marcia.
Your accountant is very important.
You said something and it made me think about money is a terrible master, but a real good servant. And that's what they say. That's an old saying. And so, because you said you get desperate and you start running these sales and all of this different stuff. And and this is what Hairstylist Stimulus Plan is about, because there's a lot of times I work with hairstylists during Hairstylist Stimulus Plan, and they, the numbers are there, but by the time they look at the hours put in, and by the time they look at how many services they gave away for free, or how many $5 offs they gave, or how many, I'm gonna just do this trim, I ain't gonna charge, we leaving $20,000, $30,000 on the table by the time the 12 months are up. But then y'all looking, saying y'all need to make more money. I need to make more money, but you haven't even evaluated where you're leaving the money on the table. Marcia has been the best asset that I have added to my business. We are 2 years strong. I'm keeping her. That's Makiko. And Jada said she is tired of being the colorist, the barber, the loctician, and the receptionist. Can you be her accountant? She need help. That's what Jada said. Please.
I love it. I love it, Jada. I love it.
And so again, we're not trying to shame anyone. No. We're not. But we are, Ebony says, I'm with you, Jada. And so we are just trying to share with you the things that you're battling in your mind, because we know, because we've been there. Everybody has a story. Everybody does. I'm just transparent enough to share with you that I have been that stylist, and every single course that I have created has been created from my pain. It's been created from my pain. So I've not created a course that I have not traveled through those pain points. I created the course once I got the lesson. And now I want to give it back because I'm not the only one that's been through that. But I want to show you that you don't have to go through it like me. I hit the potholes. My engine didn't blew up on the side of the road. All of that. So I want to help you not go through that. Hairstylist Stimulus Plan was created because I was booked, busy, burnt out emotionally, bankrupt emotionally, money good, but I was tired.
Yes.
I didn't have no control over my business. I was getting 4 hours of sleep at night, showing up to the family events late, missing out on all the memories, money looking good, but I'm tired. My hands swollen. Like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. But back then, I glorified that. Before I became a salon owner and I was working in Carson, California, they used to ask me, they were like, you got a cot in the back, Kai? Because when I pull up, you here. When I leave, you here. Like, do you go home? Like, that was a thing. Do I go home? They would ask that seriously because I was a grinder. You know, I knew what I wanted. But let me tell you when life changed for me. Life changed for me when I became a wife. Because my husband he wasn't off on Sunday and Monday. Right? So we had one day together because I was working Saturday. He was off Saturday. He's off Sunday. So we got one day. That didn't work. So I had clients that I had to tell, listen, I'm about to cut my schedule back. I had one client sit in my chair and say, well, what if Saturday is the only day that I can come? And I had to respectfully tell her, then you're no longer my ideal client because I don't work on Saturdays. There are other days. I'm here Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then soon after that, it became Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I will be off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And I was working Wednesday through Friday. When I became a mother, it changed again. But I am the author of my story. I didn't lose financially. I've never lost financially behind the chair. I've been blessed. But up until, because God blessed, fools and babies, right? And I was a fool that he was blessing at a long in my business, right? So he covered me until I got some sense. And then I got a strategy. And then he gave me the foresight. He gave me the vision so that I can align with the right people to then take me the next stretch in that season. But before then, it was just God covering a fool.
Yeah.
God covering, so I'm sharing all of this with you guys because if you don't already know it, we're not getting ready to go into a shift. The shift is here. We're in the shift. We're in the shift. And if you don't shift, you're going to be left. You're going to be left. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's some of you in this space that know I'm talking to you. Stop turning a deaf ear to the conversation because it hurt, because it's uncomfortable, because it's embarrassing. Get the help that you need. Get the help that you need because there is more for you. But until you learn the value of yourself, you cannot expect anyone else to value you. We're out here marketing businesses and we want our clients to see our value, but you don't even see your own value. Therefore, you don't represent yourself with value. We got 101, we got 5011 rules for doing business with us. We got 5011 rules for doing business, yet we show up with our asses hanging out in our business. Right? And that is unacceptable. Stop having all of these rules. I'm a firm believer in, I don't create a rule that I can't abide by in my business because it works both ways. So when I was doing business behind the chair and I had a cancellation policy, that same thing went for me. If it was a mishap and I couldn't cancel within the time I expected them to, then I had to give them a free service. because life ain't just happening to you, it's happening to them too. So we got to be respectful on both sides. We expect for them to understand when we running a little late, but then we can't understand when they running a little late. Right? So don't create rules that you can't adhere to for yourself. Hold yourself accountable to those same rules that you hold your customers accountable to. Stop making all these doggone rules. We think that's cute. I see it all over social media and it's disgusting. Because some of it is just hideous. Some of these rules that we coming up with in our businesses. And a lot of it is ego. We got all these rules and we allowing our ego to draw up all of these doggone rules. Makes no sense. So y'all need to bring it down a notch and get back to the basics of your business. And that's what we're sharing with you at ID Hair Loss Behind the Chair. I want to open up this time. I mean, because Marche has shared some gems, like they loaded. And I want to open up this time for Q&A. Ask her your questions. You have an expert. You don't have an accountant here. You got a CFO here. From here on out, we are referring to Marche as a CFO because that's what she is. So if you're looking to hire a CFO for your business, then you need to look no further. If you want to court her before you actually hire her, then you need to have your tail at ID Hair Loss Behind the Chair.
Yes. Yes.
So put your questions in the chat. Marche, what else you want to say to the people tonight?
This has been simply amazing, just absolutely amazing, Kat. I just love, and I really just hope that everyone take in the things that you and I both have shared and implement. Just truly implement what you have. Take it, take the good with the bad. Like take the things that hurt. It kind of feel like when you go to church, you feel like the preacher just picking on you. But if we could just really truly take what we need and implement it, no matter what it feels like, and do what's necessary. Some of you guys, as Kai have said, you're considering making an investment. You're considering, should I be here? Stop it. Be here. You know that you should be here, that you wouldn't even be here tonight. You wouldn't be watching the replay if you didn't know where you're supposed to be at. So I'm encouraging you. I look forward to seeing everyone at the ID. I'm so excited. And I want to say, guys, this was just a peek of what Kai has given me permission to share when I land in Houston in February. Okay? Because if you ever attended my class, guys, I give it all. Like I make sure that you leave. So Kai has given me full permission to bring it. Okay? So if you haven't booked, I'm encouraging you to book because I've seen the experts that's on this panel here, the people that's going to be here, guys. I'm excited. Like the day I'm not teaching, I'm in class, like I'm getting it in. Okay, so thank you so much, Kai, for the opportunity. I really appreciate it. And thank all the viewers. I really look forward to seeing you guys in Houston soon, coming up in February.
This has been amazing. Jada said, Marche, you got my number.
Thank you.
She's serious. She's like, you got my number, Marche? Like, oh, she was so funny because when she saw you show up in Houston, remember she said, I was like, oh, I'm about to get my money right. When she saw you on the store.
Yeah.
That is what people need to think when they see you step in a room. Like the CFO is here. The CFO is here. What Ebony said, child, you slayed us in 15 minutes at the last ID. So can you imagine what she's gonna give during her session? Like I'm so doggone excited that we have decided to join forces, to support our beauty industry with these types of things, because money is, they say the love of money, is the root of evil, but we need money in order to live. You can't live anywhere in this world for free. You just can't. And so we have to get our financial affairs in order. That is a must. We have to. And the amount of people that I have heard say, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. That is proof that you need a CFO in your business structure, because she's going to help you find the money. She's going to help you find the money, and not just money for education, but money for other things that you need to be saving money for. And along with that, she and I being partnered together, this is going to be something, because in hairstylist stimulus plan, we're doing audits so that I can show you where you're leaving that money on the table. She's going to show you how to protect that money, and
Mm.
she's going to show you how to grow that money. Like, this just it
Good. Like,
yeah,
ooh.
yes. Because we walk around saying we need more customers, but you just ain't being a good steward over what you already got. So I got you, and I can have you because I had me first. I can't have you if I didn't have me. I had to get me together. Now I'm coming back to get you.
Yes. Yes.
So I got me so I can have you. So I want to show you where you leaving money on the table. I want to show you how to adjust your menu of services, because the problem is you are not priced for market value. How did you even come up with how much you needed to charge for a service? Did you call around on the phone to other beauty salons, seeing what they charge, and then try to figure out how to fall in between that? Other salons don't dictate your economy. You dictate your economy.
Yes.
How are you giving yourself raises? Do you even have a formula for giving yourself raises? How does that work on your books? Right? Or do you just decide how much you're going to charge a person based on what bills need to be paid?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what kind of system do you have? I want to show you that. And then once we find the money, Marche want to show you what to do with it. She want to show you how to prepare for paying taxes. She want to show you how to decide which business entity you should even be in. Doesn't even make sense. We want to hop into S corps because it sounds good, but do you even qualify for that? Are you paying more money out of your pocket to be that because you just decided that's what you wanted to be because you got a tax preparer that didn't really know the difference and they let you do it?
Yes.
Right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, why should people meet you at ID?
Great question. I hope I've answered that question for you guys. I hope you're already clicking the link and booking to meet me at ID. So other than the fact that I am just so lovable and humorous, guys, you should meet me at ID because I'm going to give you the information. Like, I'm not bringing fluff to ID, okay? I'm bringing workbooks. I'm bringing everything that you need. You and I, it's going to be a working session so that when you leave class, you're going to have what you need to understand. How much should I be saving? So a lot of times we think I can't even afford to save money. That's a must. That is a requirement. I'm not talking about just retirement. I'm talking about growing your savings account. I'm talking about how much should I pay myself? Some of you guys are underpaying yourself. Some people are not even paying themselves. And some guys, this is keeping it real. Some of you paying yourself too much. I'm sorry. You did the work to pay what you're paying yourself. So your business is starving. You're robbing your business, paying yourself a salary that you can't possibly afford. So having that real conversation, me giving you the information, not just information and working out that formula to help you really understand what you need to do to create a savings or extend your savings, to increase your savings, to set aside the right amount of money in your taxes. Like, I want you to leave there not guessing. When Kai share with you and all the other educators share with you how to make that additional $100,000, I'm going to share with you how that $100,000 is going to be in your bank account, not back out into the economy. I need it in your account so that when you smile, when Chris do teach you that brain cock and teach you how to look good on those flyers, like you're not ashamed and feel like an imposter because you look good on a flyer. I want your bank account to be in alignment with how you look on your flyers. Okay. I want you to feel confident. And that's what I'm going to teach you. I'm not going to just share with you some of these things we share. We went over a lot of things tonight. We're going to hone in on what your specific needs are in order to be successful in your business, to be profitable in your business. Point blank, bottom line. I'm a bottom line person, and I want you to leave there having everything you need to do that and to be that in your business.
That's going to be amazing. And so I saw Jada ask a question about how does she actually carve out like her next step. What would you say? She says, give me all the way together. I know I'm on the brink of something, but how do I carve out that next step? So how how would you suggest to a person, like, before they get into your space, what would they need to do to prepare for you?
One of the things that's important to me, and I don't mean to sound like biased or being funny. That's the easy way I can say is, guys, you have to be very serious to work with me. You have to know where you're desiring to go in life and in business. Like, because I know how I deliver. And if you are still questioning yourself and your gifts that God has given you, like you're still unsure about what it is, but when you know you got a mission, a purpose, and you know you're driven, you just need that support to get there, then let's have a conversation. Like, I'm the person that can get in the car with you and drive you there. Okay. So I don't know if I'm answering the question, but I want you guys to really understand the importance when you partner with that CFO. You are sure about, the gift that God has put in your hands. You know what it is that you are desiring and where you're desiring to go. And you're serious about that. Those are the type of people that I desire and love to work with. Because together, it's just, we can be unstoppable because of the gifts that we both have that has been given to us. And a lot of times we quote the scriptures and we believe that your gift will make room for you. And I believe that in my heart. But your gift does not, I don't want to be too ebonic here, does not make room for you if you do not operate that gift.
Woo!
Okay?
One more time. Run it back.
Your gift does not make room for you if you're not operating that gift. And operating is movement, it's motion, it's things happening, it's you're doing things. That's what operation is. Operation is not sitting still hoping that something happened. It's doing things afraid. It's making investments when you don't even see how I'm going to pay it. Like, I jumped into a mastermind one time, the payments was like almost $3,000 a month. I was like, Lord Jesus, I don't know how. This has been years ago. I was like, Lord Jesus, I don't know how this is going to happen, but it's going to happen. And guys, that's been about 15 years ago, and it changed my life. And I can't tell you to this day how God seen through that happen. But it changed my life. I was scared, shaking, nervous. I came home and told my husband I thought he was going to divorce me because I had to make that choice. It was over with. But I knew I had to be in that room. I knew I had to be in that room. And I'm saying that to someone here today, guys. It's somebody sitting here know they need to be in the room, not just to see me. I'm there to deliver. But it's somebody that needs something because they have a mission or purpose in life. And the only way that you're going to get it is to be in this space.
Mm-hmm. That's good, Marsha. I'm looking inside of my phone right now because you brought me to something. Earlier today, I shared a picture of a 2019 ID photo, and I shared it because it was a funny picture. They were making faces, just being real silly on the image. And I was like, I'm gonna share this because it's a lighter version of what we actually do in ID. I want to share this on social. And so I shared it. And one of the young ladies that was there, she actually responded to the post. And I'm reading, I took a screenshot of it. And then I shared it on social media. She says, wow, it seems like it was yesterday. I clearly remember the weekend was when I was able to pivot. My business excelled because of the divine appointment. I'm forever grateful for you, Kai. But those are the moments when you know that you're purposed for what you do. Because she says that weekend was her pivot. That was her pivot. The appointment, that divine appointment that she had. And so it just brought me to that moment when you're saying it's something waiting for you. And it's somebody on here right now that's like, dang, I don't know how. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I know I need to be there. I know I need to be there. And this young lady was saying the same thing. And now here we are, fast forward 2023. She's doing quite well for herself. And she has her own, seminars and everything. There's the picture. She has her own seminars and things that she's doing now. She has her own product line that she pushes. She's building other entrepreneurs now. That was her pivot. That was her pivot.
That's good.
So when I say that ID is very transformative, I wholeheartedly mean just that. There are more success stories than just hers. I just got hers today. And it's always, God will always smile on you. He'll give you that little kiss saying, good job, daughter. Keep doing what you're doing. Because sometimes when you're grinding so hard, you feel the weight of the mantle. And he'll bring you those little subtleties to remind you of why he gave you that mantle.
Yes.
Because he knows that you can trust me with it. I need that direction. I've been misdirected. But you say, Eb, get there, y'all. Sitting here in tears because of this connection. Absolutely. So there will be a whole lot of connections. Micheline, stop second guessing, be in the building. Absolutely. It's something very powerful waiting on you guys. And the crazy part is ID used to be 3 days. It's been 3 days since 2018. It started off as one little webinar for 8 hours. And then God said, go 3, go in person. And I was scared and I was like, go in person. What is this going to look like? What is, I'm too afraid to do this in person. That's a lot of investment. I did it anyway.
Yes.
And then I said, okay, I'm going to do my next one. I started doing them 3 times a year. Then we had to go to online because of COVID. Then we came back out 3-day again. Then when I was at Impulse Summit, God said, it's time for 5. I didn't question. I just jumped in it and I said, okay, because he's carried me from one little webinar to 3 days. So he's going to carry me with the 5. So y'all stop second guessing yourselves. We're going to segue into a commercial really quick. You guys hang in there with us. Turn your video on. Look at it. Record yourself. What you say?
I am accomplished.
Say it again.
I am accomplished.
With conviction.
I am accomplished.
Turn it off and play that back to you. Every time your inner critic starts getting loud on the volume, you turn that up. It's done.
It's done. It's done.
It's done. You're living a reverse engineered life. God already created you. God already finished you. You just have to now go through the obstacles to reach the higher portion of yourself. When you leave here, you will be higher. When you leave here, you will be higher. When you leave here, you will be higher. What you just do right there? Use exhale, huh? Do it again. And do it again. I am accomplished.
I am accomplished.
Repeat it again and exhale every time you do it.
I am accomplished. I am accomplished. I am accomplished. I'm accomplished. Yes. I am accomplished. I am ready. I am accomplished. Yes.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am enough. I am accomplished.
I am enough for what God has given me.
I am enough for what God has given me.
I am not enough for what He's given you.
I am not enough for what He's given me.
That's meant for whoever you're trying to be enough for that's outside of you. Yeah, y'all. You got to dive into this with us. What you say, Marche?
I said, get my makeup all messed up, like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets real deep inside of that space, which is one of the reasons why I keep the room small. I don't need a big audience to perform. Because as long as I can transform one, I've done the work that I've been called to do. Man, I know you've been talking to Sharkeisha Smith on this, but Lord, I felt it too. Yeah. Through that video, I felt it too. Because y'all want to really know something that I didn't even know that that moment was being captured. That was not something that was contrived. I didn't even know that that was being captured. So at that moment, I got the opportunity to see my anointing, which just, it did something in that space, but God needed me to be able to see that power. Because sometimes, again, when we are in it and we are doing the work, we feel the weight of the work and we just keep moving. But when I looked at that video and I saw the power in that video and I saw the transformation in that video, you can't help but know that God is real. And your transformation is waiting on you too. Whoever you are, you have an ordained assignment at ID. Don't let it pass you by. If you're on the fence about it, it's you. It's you. I'm not talking to everybody, because everybody that's on this live is not supposed to be at ID. But there are a chosen few that are called to be in that space, and don't miss it, because you're not coming to see me. You're not coming to see Marche. You're not coming to see Chris. You're not coming to see Mitch. You're not coming to see Cashel. You're coming to get what God needs you to get from that space to release and be free and move into your next.
Yeah. Yeah.
Move into your next. You're stuck right now. You're stuck. You're circling the drain and you're trying to figure out what the next best move is. And God is arresting you for those 5 days, the 17th through the 21st of February, and you dare not miss it. You figure out a way. If I'm talking to you and you know it, you figure out a way to get there. I promise you, He's going to meet you there and you will not regret it. You will not. You won't. And so we're going to exit this space today by just saying thank you for spending an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes actually of your time with us today. This is an uncomfortable conversation. Even if you didn't type any comments or you didn't participate in the conversation, I pray that it resonates really deeply in your mind and that you have a heavy pillow tonight when you go to bed. I want you to have a heavy pillow, because that weight that you're going to lay down with is because you know that you need to change. You know that there's things in your business that are not aligned with your destiny and they need to be removed now. The time is now. Don't you wait not another second, not another minute. We are still on 2Pay right now. I felt stuck before I came to ID, not anymore. Yes, Shamika. And Shamika attended ID February 2022. Shamika is now a student of the American Academy of Hair and Scalp Diseases. Mm-hmm. And we're on 2Pay. I got sidetracked for a minute. We're on 2Pay right now, which means that you can divide your payments into two. You pay one payment now and the next payment in 30 days. Soon it's going to be reduced to 1Pay. You know, if you like me and you don't like digesting one big lump sum at a time and you want to pinch yours off to the people, then hop in on that 2Pay, because you missed the 3Pay. It expired 3 days ago. So get in on the 2Pay. Registration is going to close January 17th, because we close our registration 30 days prior to the actual date, because we do so many personalized things in that space for you
that we want to be prepared for you. We've been talking about strategy and planning all night. I'm strategic about ID. I'm so strategic down to the point of where you sit at ID based on what's being downloaded in my spirit about who you are when I see your name and your face. So it's a strategy in that space, but it ain't mine, it's God's. Because again, He's arrested you for those 5 days to be in that space to download and get set free from yourself. Right? So registration closes January 17th. The link is right there for you. Marsha, I just want to thank you for coming into this space and hearing so freely, Miss CFO. So again, if you guys are looking, you might not have been looking into tonight. You might not even know that you needed a CFO until tonight. You might have thought that was just for big business, right? But I'm here to tell you that you have a CFO for your business that is going to grow into big business. You're in a season of being accountable for learning all of the inner workings of your business, understanding your business structure, understanding how to forecast and project for your future. So don't miss this opportunity. Don't miss it. I'm excited. I can't wait to meet you guys in person. I'm so excited that I'm back in person. I get to hug y'all. I get to feel y'all energy. I have thought very carefully about you. I have created a safe space for you to come and to release. Take your cape off. You're not held accountable for knowing anything in that space. Come and don't know. Ask your questions. Get filled up so that you can stand in your authority. As a business owner, the CEO of your business, and as a worker, your business when you're serving your clients. So come join us. February 17th through the 21st, 2023, live in Houston, Texas, for a 5-day psychological incubator. You will be educated, you will be empowered, and you will be elevated. All right? So that's all we have for you tonight. I love you. Be good to yourselves until we meet the next time. We got more of our educators coming in so that they can share and highlight their genius during our live sessions. So don't miss it. But the one thing I don't want you to miss is your opportunity to be amongst the small group that gets to come and download an ID. So click the link and reserve your spot. Good night.
Good night, everyone.